Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Adrian Nelson here, psychic medium and regression hypnosis practitioner, and this is your reading for 24 till 31 October, so effectively the last week of October 2021. This one is for Aries, and also today is full moon in Aries, so quite exciting. All right, please remember that these are general readings, so please take them as they resonate, and you can watch this if Aries is your sun, moon, rising, ascending. Maybe look at your Venus, because that's about money and love. All right, so let's see what we have. So we've got we're going to start with an oracle card, and then we're going to use the Osho Zen Tarot for this reading, because this focuses more sort of like on the spiritual side of your journey. And then we're going to use traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, because that focuses also on your life journey, but more on the physical sort of, part of your life journey itself. So let's check your oracle first from Angel Prayers and see what we got. I hope that you're doing well. I'd really appreciate you liking the video, because it helps my channel to grow. And before you forget, please remember to subscribe to the channel, hit that all buttons. If any of you are interested, then we're going to take this one. If any of you are interested in oracle card reading, I've got a free course, and there's a link for it in the description. Okay. So Aries, speak your truth with Archangel Gabriel. And Archangel Gabriel is that angel of intuition, Aries. Archangel Gabriel is that angel that, when we speak about like our gut feeling and that sort of things, that's Archangel Gabriel. Now, when we speak about speaking your truth, obviously what comes to mind is that throat chakra area. Now, one of the things about the throat chakra area, Aries, is that, a lot of times, people, they focus a lot on the outwards communication, basically, but the outwards communication is really a direct result of the inside communication, whatever your heart is like filled with, that is what's going to overflow and bubble out through your mouth. So this is telling about, yes, speaking your truth, but also this is speaking, Aries, about the relationship that you have with yourself, the truth relationship that you have with yourself. How honest are you being with yourself? And when you have a very honest conversation with yourself, Aries, are you really very happy with what you are seeing? If you are, obviously that's amazing, that's fantastic. But you maybe just do that little bit of, introspective discernment and just see what you got over there, okay? And it says, thank you, Gabriel, for helping me to speak with integrity. And yes, very, very important to speak with integrity to others. This is all sort of communication really outwards to the world, so the sort of speaking, the inner speaking that we have, as we said, with ourselves, the speaking that we have with others, but also I would say above all, the communication that we have with ourselves, and the message that we're sending out really from inside of us. All right, now let's look at your, let's put that beautiful citrine crystal over there. Let's look at your Osho Zen, and let's see what we got for Aries, please. We're going to take a look at your recent past. And the Osho Zen cards, they really, really go deeply into detail. So I'm just going to draw one for each stage, where you come from, where you're heading, and what is it that you can be looking forward to. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. All right, so let's look at where you currently are. Let's look at your current space, and it says sharing. This is referring to sharing with your heart, so it's not so much about the sort of tray or the stuff that is on there. This is more referring, and this is in your current space, Aries, this is speaking about the sharing of the self, the sharing of who you are, the sharing of your light, all right? Not necessarily your opinion, more sort of like your support, Something that comes through quite strongly is that this might be a space, Aries, where you maybe want to be open more to sort of like learning as opposed to already knowing, okay? This is also referring to giving your loving attention to others, giving that beautiful part of you that is your attention, to other people, giving the magic of your soul, giving the beauty of your, sort of presence, your now presence really. So, if somebody speaks about something or communicates something that's important to them, to not sort of, have your mind drift in a different direction, because maybe you feel that what you have in your mind might be sort of more important than what I have to say. But this is also speaking about, obviously, when it speaks about the sharing and the giving with others, once again, it is also about the sharing that you give to yourself. Are you being fair in giving to yourself? Are you being fair in the amount of sleep that you give yourself, in the amount of, alone time, or the time that you give yourself to recharge, in the time that you give yourself to enjoy your meal, in the time that you give yourself to go to the bathroom, in the time that you give yourself to wake up in the morning? Are you being fair to yourself? Because a lot of times as humans, we want to give, because especially like you, Aries, you maybe, you want to support others, you want to have the greatest good for others, you want others to be happy. But remember, when we fill our own cup first, by default, the cup starts to flow over. And when the cup starts to flow over, you've got so much more to give, and that never depletes the supply that you already have. Now, let's see what brought you to this point where you are at the moment. Compromise, okay? This is really, really quite incredible. This is the Six of Pentacles in traditional tarot. And 6 is also the number of love in tarot, because it's the number of possibility, it's the number of hope. If you turn 6 around, it becomes number 9. This is a space that I feel here in the recent past that you may have come to, if you look at it, Aries, where you realize that, maybe your point of view has got incredible value. Maybe it's very, very valid. What you have to say really carries a lot of merit, that maybe your way of looking at things and reasoning at things, about things, is really, really wonderful and fantastic. But I feel that there was an openness here to maybe a different point of view as well, or maybe a different person's point of view, for example, or a different way to do things. Now, let's see where all this energy is prospectively, taking you. Conditioning, all right? This is speaking about almost like and this is what's going forward. This is heading your way, Aries, and this is what you want to pay attention to, because here's the essence here of not maybe knowing or getting or grasping or understanding the fullness of your power. And this is a reminder for you as you go through this period, this 24 till 31 October 2021, or whenever you see it is the right time. This is a reminder that going forward, you don't want to play it small. Okay, you don't want to sort of like tone yourself down. Going forward, it's a time that you actually want to shine. So when we look at this in your current space, you are being encouraged to being open to ideas, to work at the inner communication that you have with yourself, to make sure that all is all beautiful and on par. But going forward, there is no encouragement for you to play small. In fact, you are encouraged to really shine your light beautifully bright as you actually move forward. Okay, we're going to clarify this for you. Just put this over here and over there. Okay, so let's clarify all of this, because that actually took quite a turn that I didn't expect, and it's quite amazing, isn't it? Wow. All right, so let's look at that recent past over there. So we're going to clarify that compromise first of all, and okay, and one more. See what we got. These cards are just falling out, eh? Okay, so we have got the 8 of Pentacles. Then we've got the 3 of Swords. So you have definitely healed. It's time for something new here for you. And the Hanged Man. This is all in the recent past. Some of you might have started to get very impatient because you might have felt that your moment is not coming, that your time is not coming. Okay? Especially with that Hanged Man energy, which is Neptune energy, which is about psychic reception, it's about spirituality, it's about that extension. It also refers to faith, all right? So for some of you, you've started something new there in the past, a new skill, a new hobby, teaching something new, and that is actually, you may have just started off as like just sort of like maybe like a side hustle, or just like a hobby, or just sort of like an interest basically. But I feel that for many of you, you followed your heart, and that little bit of heartache that for some of you that was still left inside of you, because I feel that you've got an over heartache, but the sort of the residue of the heartache was still sort of with you in a sense, and still having a, an effect and an impact on your life. Whatever you started in the recent past, which is really, really fantastic, and that can become a lot more beneficial than you might have actually initially, thought. That has helped you with the good heart healing, and it also set you on a path where going forward you can, for those of you that started something new, you may actually start making money from something that just started as a, as a hobby perhaps. All right. Let's look at your current space. So that compromise there in the recent past, it's a very, very good thing there for your Aries, because, it's for some of you, it's even a space where you maybe started to get a new way of communication from the universe. So maybe you started like a new sort of divination tool. So I do tarot and oracles and that sort of stuff. So maybe you started to get yourself some crystals or runes or something like that, because it's about that new thing that you started there, a new way of looking at things and reasoning with things. Let's look at your current space. So we're looking at that sharing energy over there. Let's see what that is all about. And that is the Queen of Wands, actually, which is about giving. And did you all see that? They went all flying. So I'm going to put them in the order that I saw them coming out. So I saw the Nine of Cups first. Then I saw the World, which is that Saturn energy, restriction, knowledge, and also the Six of Pentacles. Now, I just want to point out that we got the Six of Pentacles over here in the current space, and we also had the Six of Pentacles there with that Six of Compromise in the recent space, so that energy call forth. Now is the time for you to hope, Aries. Now is the time for you to put forward your wishes and your dreams and your desires of your heart. Okay. Now is again not a time to play it small. You might be facing quite a bit of discomfort at the moment, maybe at your job, romance, all those type of things. There are cycles that are coming to an end over here, and cycles coming to an end are always a bit of a challenge, but you are encouraged to keep your mindset positive, all right? To keep your mindset flowing in a positive direction. Any challenges you are facing at the moment are temporary, okay? Now let's look at this going forward for you, because that is actually quite exciting over there. Going forward for you, what is coming your way? I feel that coming your way, there's quite a bit coming your way, one at the bottom, okay? Oh, look at that. So there's quite a bit coming your way, Aries, quite a bit of good things coming your way. But, sometimes with big breakthroughs, we can get, scared, even though obviously you are very brave and all that amazing things that some people sometimes struggle with. So we've got the Ten of Swords for the energy coming towards you, the Ace of Wands, and the Sun energy. This is really, really powerful, because the Sun is that conscious, life force energy. I also feel for some of you there's a final release here in the present. So whatever you maybe started there in the recent past, remember we spoke in the recent past there that you maybe started something new. Whatever you started there and that heart healing that took place, there's a final release coming for you. For some of you, you may be dealing with a person that maybe the person is not physically with you anymore, but the energy is still with you. Maybe like maybe their keys are still with you, or your keys are still with them, or that energy connection is still there. Going forward, that energy connection is that cord, basically, so to speak, is severed, and there's a brand new connection coming in for you. For some of you, this could be somebody new. For some of you, this could be somebody that's already in your life, but you're finally opening your heart to them, or they finally opening their heart to you. And it's a beautiful divine connection that's actually coming about here. So, and also with the Sun obviously being the highest vibrational card in the tarot deck. So, Aries, you can be looking forward to really, really, really amazing, really, really incredible things that are heading your way in this 24 till 31 October period. And so it is. And if you like everything in the reading, if it resonates with you, if you want to claim it for yourself, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath, and claim that for yourself. Okay. Once again, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing, subscribing, hitting that notification bell. For a list of all my different services that I do and that I offer, there's all links down in the description. See you next time. From my heart, namaste, love and light.